Welcome back to the channel. On this series, I get to ask the question, what is the best investment opportunity for individuals? Now, this varies completely, right? It depends on how much capital you have to use and you have to play with. Keep in mind, any investment, while it could be risky or stable, you should always assume that it has a possibility to not be liquid or it may drop. But then again, at the end of the day, long-term investing, like in stocks, like in real estate, tends to do very well over a long period, especially as we can see, lots of inflation across the board and very limited opportunities to invest. So what does that mean? It really depends on where you are at with your life. So for example, if you're just getting started off and you're just trying to save a few $1,000s, maybe you have $10,000 that you want to save and use, what opportunities are there? Invest in the general stock market. I mean, it's up to you if you want to pick specific stocks. Just be very careful of that. Or just invest in the general broad S&P market. As you can see with stocks, it tends to increase over time, and it's usually about a 7 to 8% over a long term. So it's a great return and way better than just leaving in cash. The benefit of doing that as well is that it gives you the mindset of investing. Any money that you're not actively using to pay for rent or pay for food and things like that, all of the remaining amount you should be investing. And you should be investing pretty aggressively, especially if you're younger. However, if you have more money, then what is the next best opportunity? Let's say you have $100,000, $200,000, and all that money is in stock. Well, if you're renting right now, then the next best opportunity is probably look into buying wherever you live. Buying a home tends to be one of the best investments that you can make as an individual because of several reasons. You have the tax benefits. You have very cheap leverage. Cheap as in the mortgage rates right now are incredibly low, and you can borrow for quite a bit. For example, you can buy with as little as 3 to 5% down. Now, you may say, wow, that's a lot of leverage, which it is. It's 20 times leverage. But it's all about cash flow. So as long as you have plenty of reserves, you have the ability to ride out any downside. So have a healthy cash flow that you can buy with as little as 5% down. And quite frankly, because real estate has increased over a long period and will continue to increase over a long period, what a lot of people have done, which is not available at all ages, is to subsidize their mortgage expenses. How do they do that? They do that by renting out other rooms. So there's a concept out there that's very known called house hacking. That's the ability where you own the house, but you have other people paying your rent. Just like if you're living in an apartment right now, or you yourself is renting out an individual room. Why do that? If you have the means to do it, why don't you get other people to help pay for your mortgage, basically? So you get other people to pay for your mortgage, yet you get the benefits of the tax breaks, you get the benefit of owning the home, and you get the benefit of long-term appreciation. The reason why that's so important and so valuable is that that game plan and that strategy doesn't last forever. Think about this. If you have a spouse, whether it's a husband or wife, what is the likelihood of them wanting to still share other rooms? The opportunity and the cost will not likely be there maybe when you're in the 30s, maybe in the mid-30s. And then what if you had kids? What is the likelihood of you still having roommates when you have a family? So those opportunities don't last forever. So the reality is better, in a sense, to be, as long as you're conservative and you have funds, is to be more aggressive in buying a house earlier and then rent out rooms to subsidize your expenses. Well, I hope you found this video helpful. This channel is all about life, entrepreneurships, and investments. So if you have any questions or anything that you want me to cover with my background, I would love to help you every step of the way. Just leave it in the comments below and I'll shoot the next video about it. See you in the next one. Bye now.